Art as Protest. Nadine Fatala organized this exhibit at New York University, featuring submissions from activists who, like her, took part in demonstrations on college campuses last spring.
This was really like my attempt to create a record of the movement, to represent it on its own terms.
As of this semester, new restrictions on where students can gather and what they can say are forcing them to get creative.
The university has literally cordoned off every single space of gathering that is on its university campus, all to suppress the word Palestine. And so we understand that, and we're just looking for new tactics to sort of mobilize and continue to movement going.
Last semester, over 130 demonstrators, including students and faculty, were arrested after setting up an encampment in the school's main plaza and demanding an end to investments in Israel. A second encampment at a different location was also shut down.
The students started an encampment here, which was just small tents.
Sinan Antoun is a professor who was arrested. While most criminal charges were dropped, some faculty were fired and several students suspended.
So it's an atmosphere of fear and intimidation. And frankly, with this new student conduct policy, anyone who teaches anything on settler colonialism or Zionism or Israel or the history of Palestine has to think twice about how they teach.
This here is the plaza where the initial encampment was set up. You can see such an encampment wouldn't be possible now because of the walls that have been put in place and the security measures. The university says it respects students' right to protest, but now the guidelines in place for doing so are among the strictest in the nation. Some legal experts argue the rules stifle free speech, not hate.
What we're seeing is that pro-Israel lobby groups are trying to disingenuously redefine anti-Semitism to include support for Palestinian rights or criticism of Israel. And, Zionism is a political ideology, and political ideologies are not protected classes under the Constitution.
Free Palestine!
Despite the restrictions, students continue to find ways to advocate for Palestine, joining with other schools and community organizations in public spaces as well as on campus to make their voices heard. Kristen, Saloomey, Al Jazeera, New York.